Can you just define a cloud center of excellence, what it is and kind of what it does for an organization?
It's basically just a cross-disciplinary leadership team designed to help support an organization and adhere to best practice. And they're there to consistently guide as well as kind of set initial vision. There's no blueprint for the perfect cloud center of excellence. Part of that is because the blurring of responsibilities that sort of natively comes along with using cloud resources, there are different folks that can satisfy different requirements.
It's all about accountability. If you don't have the oversight and the span of control and, the political clout, we'll call it, you're going to find yourself running into a brick wall. They could have recognized $30 million of savings over 5 years. But guess what? They could never get off the ground because they didn't have a group of individuals that were empowered by executives to get things done. The Cloud Center of Excellence doesn't necessarily just apply to the big companies. It doesn't just apply to the small companies. Everybody could benefit from, the development and creation of a Cloud Center of Excellence.
The concept of the CCoE for the organization, like the large organization that you're talking about, that's kind of at that early stages, that has so many large legacy applications that's going to take a lot of heavy lifting. How do we break down these organizational silos and create a kind of a cross-departmental organization?
That idea of sort of customizing around organizational differences, especially like hierarchical differences, organization to organization, is key to that concept of enablement.
Tools that can help you give you information on application or services that are ready and suitable for the cloud. That's important. Once they're in the cloud, tools like CloudCheckr, right, have extremely important keeping tabs of all the assets. Or I've heard recently on an AWS podcast that not just right sizing, but right typing, on storage is also important.
If a team that's not accountable isn't in place, then the inertia of some of the complexity then takes over. And that's why some of the larger companies just don't move.
If you're looking to optimize, if you're looking to save money, if you're looking to make sure your apps are secured, taking the mindset of the Cloud Center of Excellence critical. So my advice and recommendation is to go all in on the value of CCoE.
The paradigm shift from traditional IT, where an inventory was a list somewhere that was updated. You essentially can never stop taking inventory of cloud resources, and you have to have something that is continuously gathering information. On top of how ephemeral things are in the cloud, is actually teasing information out of that, and that's I think CloudCheckr's superpower, is making sure that those specific data sets turn into presentable reporting that assists with enablement and assists with proper communication between teams, but also guides action.
What's great is it's a single page, either of a group of accounts across different business units or all your accounts. It's nicely color coded, showing you what needs more attention. If you're a customer looking to achieve compliance, cloud security compliance, or just staying compliant, CloudCheckr offers over, I think, 30 regulatory standards, including from HIPAA, PCI DSS, and other compliance frameworks.
For whatever reason, over the last 20 years, there's just been this dichotomy between IT and development. You leverage people like PTP and CloudCheckr to help you, deliver the message from an IT perspective. It's a win-win.
I think this is an important conversation about any technological adoption, to do it with intention and to do it with a thoughtful approach to make sure that the folks that are responsible for that adoption are properly enabled. And cloud is no different.
And you're tasked with rolling out an app in the cloud, I would early on raise your hand, tell your boss and your boss's boss that if you're not thinking about a CCoE out of the gate, you're probably doing the business a disservice.